This one's going from r/relationships, posted 11 days ago. I'm considering leaving my husband over keeping a lock on one of our doors and refusing to open it. Hi, everyone. Very sad to be posting this, but I, 29 female, am considered separating from my husband, 33 male, of 5 years over a big issue that we just had a couple of days ago. My husband has always cared about his things, and he puts all his valuables in his office where he works remotely 3 days a week. He put a lock on the outside of the office door 6 months ago to supposedly keep his things safe from our destructive toddler. I let it go, but found it a bit odd since the key is usually nowhere to be found. Anyways, I recently went in the office to get our bird's perch out of the room, and he was hovering, acting really suspicious. He defensively said, "What do you need in here?" And I said, "The bird's perch," but then instantly felt like he was hiding something from me. I also noticed he locked the door after that. After we put our toddler to sleep, I told him I needed to go into the room to change the sheets on our guest mattress before we have visitors soon. He was acting defensive again and said he would do it another time. That is when I said, "What are you hiding in there? You are getting really defensive, and it's weird that I'm locked out of a space in my own home and have to ask permission to enter." He got more defensive until I eventually said, "You need to unlock the door and let me see what's in there because you are hiding something." Long story short, he admitted he was hiding weed in the room and playing video games when I go to sleep, but he refused to open the door. I told him I'm going to sit by that door until he unlocks it because I think he's hiding something worse than those things that aren't that big of a deal. You guys, he literally refused. I tried begging, I tried getting the lock open, I even tried everything I could think of. Not only would he not unlock the door, but he was gaslighting me the entire time, telling me I'm crazy, and it must be my pregnancy hormones thinking there is something else in there. He said that if he opens the door, he would be giving in to my pushiness. He also kept touching my leg and telling me he was sorry I'm going through this, like I was making all of this up in my head. Unfortunately, I got too tired around 2 a.m. Keep in mind that I am pregnant having to deal with this, and told him I'm going to sleep, and whatever he is hiding there, he can get rid of it in the morning. But I'm done. In the morning, the room was perfectly staged with his little weed pen out and Switch game. He has changed the lock on the door to a normal one that only locks when someone is in the room, but still seems to see no problem with what he has done. He is so adamant that it is perfectly normal to lock a door from the outside if you have important things in there. He also said that there is nothing else in there and he just couldn't for the life of him let me in after I said we needed to go through his stuff. He said that was controlling behavior and giving in would have been saying that was okay. I guess what I'm asking is it normal to put a lock on the office door even on the outside? Would a separation be the next best steps? I have a toddler and a baby coming. I really don't want to have to do this alone if I don't need to.
What the fuck? I am so upset for her. No, this is not normal. Because, there's proof. The next morning, he opened it up for you and he showed his weed pen to you? After all of that? That was a hill he was willing to die on?
Right.
Do you think I'm dumb? You actually think I'm stupid? You're gonna gaslight me like that, bro? Oh my God. That's pregnancy hormones, honey. It's okay. It's okay. Go fuck yourself. Kindly go fuck yourself. This one's pissing me off.
So top comment says, "No, this absolutely isn't normal." And then the next person replies and says, "I would have kicked in that door so fast."
This is done. This is so done. A separation immediately.
And this is why you should always keep a full-size axe in your house, in the basement or the garage, just in case you need to pretend to be a firefighter and chop through a door. I would go out to the garage, get the axe, the chainsaw, a fucking baseball bat if that's all I have, and I'm getting through that door. Bitch, we're going in your office. I ain't going to bed until we're in your fucking office.
I hope it was worth it, because it better have been so incriminating that it was worth your marriage.
So the best comment says, "Whatever was behind that door was more important to him than your trust," which he lost.
Yeah. It's so much more unfortunate now that you literally have a baby coming and you already have a toddler. I'm so mad at him for doing this to you because he's literally forcing you into this quarter. And yeah, I would say you have literally no other choice but to separate.
The trust is gone.
It's done.
Am I like a petty bitch? Because I would not be going to bed until that door was open. Like, I don't have an axe. All right, what do I have? I'll call a locksmith.
Yeah.
I'll call my neighbor Jim, who's got big feet.
Big feet. What is that going to do for
Kick
you?
in the door, big feet. Boom, boom,
Boom, boom.
boom, boom. You know what I mean? I'll call the police and tell them that I think my husband murdered somebody in his office.
Oh.
They'll kick open the door for him.
Oh my
her.
gosh.
A weed pen? You couldn't show me that? No, because you have no right to demand to see my office. Bitch, it's my fucking house.
It's my fucking
I got
house.
full rights. Imagine I was like, no, Teresa, that cupboard right there, in my cupboard.
That's crazy.
You don't go in that cupboard. That cupboard's a no zone for you. It's off limits. Do not enter.
That's crazy. That is so crazy.
You know what really had? You know why he really didn't let her in, and why he had to wait till the morning? He had to clear his browsing history.
There's nothing that can be on there that's like worth it to
Right?
end this. Like, okay, you're looking at porn, cool. You're looking at kinky porn, cool.
What if he's messaging other women, cheating?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. I didn't think of that. But I don't think her first thought would be to look at his computer in there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a blow up doll or something. But still, not worth it.
Yeah.
Like that you can get over. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like, literally, is there a dead body in there?
That's what I mean. Anything else, and like, why are you like ruining your marriage over
I know. He probably doesn't think he is ruining it, though. He probably thinks she's going to get over it.
Yeah, well,
I hope she doesn't.
There's a point in the story where he says, he prefaces by saying I think he's a POS, but he says, he also kept touching my leg and telling me that he was sorry that I am going through this. Like
Yeah.
I was making it up in my head.
Gaslighting, manipulating.
No, Piotr. I don't like this guy.
I hate him.
No good.
Goodbye.
No good.
No update? I want to know what's behind that door.
Okay, so there's no update, but it looks like OP makes 3 reply posts. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I still don't understand how to see what she was replying to.
You're so amateurs.
So I can only just read what she said. One comment, she says, I told him I would use one, and he told me he would call a 5150. Really realizing how crazy that is and wish I would have just done it. What the heck's a 5150?
So I found the original. All you have to do is open it up in another tab.
What the
and
heck?
it
I found
opens
it. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, so Teresa did make some groundbreaking discovery here. She figured it out. So the comment was, do you not know how to use tools like a power drill? I would have just done it myself, even wrenched the door open if it was my house. Who needs a lock on a door? No good reason for that, and I game and I smoke, and I would give no shits if that was what I used the room for. I'd not even think a need to lock it. Well, I mean, you get the toddler
When you
in
have
there.
kids,
If there is,
yeah.
if that is your weed room per se, and you just want to like, you don't want to have to tuck it away every time. You just want to leave a tray of weed. You know, I would lock that from
Yeah,
a toddler
definitely.
for sure. But all you need is like the backwards lock, but then you could get locked in. Okay, whatever. And then OP replies and says, I told him I would use one. He told me he would call a 5150. Just realizing how crazy that is and wished I would have just done it. I don't understand what a 5150 is.
A 5150 for accessing a room in your own house? Girl, there's no coming back from this. It's bad.
Yeah, that's what the next comment says. And 5150 meaning refers to the California Welfare and Institutions Code Section 5150,
Oh.
which allows for the temporary involuntary psychiatric detention of an individual believed to be an danger to themselves or others and gravely disabled due to mental illness.
What the fuck?
It enables a 72-hour psychiatric hold for evaluation and treatment. The term has become a slang word for someone who is mentally unstable or dangerous and has been adopted by popular culture. He's like, I'm going to call 5150 on you if you don't drop this.
There's a body in there.
Yeah. He wants to get his wife on a 72-hour psychiatric hold because she wants to go into a room in her house because he's hiding something. Someone comments and says, what the fuck? He would call the police if you forced open a locked door in your home. He is not a safe person. Please tell your support system.
This is so much crazier No.
He'd rather get you committed to a hospital against your will by claiming you are a danger to yourself, him, and or your child than let you see the contents of that room. That is terrifying behavior. Nothing he's doing is remotely normal. Yeah, I agree. That is absolutely terrifying behavior.
You are left with no choice.
Yeah.
But to leave.
Yeah. So another one, somebody says, I would flat out tell him, if you're not telling me the truth, I'm going to assume it's child porn and will act accordingly. OP replies and says, I actually did bring up CP because of how crazy this was to me. What are you hiding that is so bad that you refuse to open even if I threaten a divorce?
So she did threaten divorce.
I guess she did. And maybe that's when he threatened a fucking 5150.
Holy hell.
Oh my God. Okay, so she makes one more comment. It was under the first comment of the guy who says the power drill. And then someone says, he was acting so sketchy and frenzied that night that I think it would have been very unsafe for OP to have escalated matters by dismantling the door. She's pregnant, has a toddler, and is living with a partner who is acting extremely erratical. Who knows what he is hiding?
Yeah.
But she needs to play it safe. It sounds like he's now hiding whatever it was. But she could only consider a show of force if he is safely out of the house or she has other trusted people with her. OP replies and says, thank you for this. After he made the 5150 comment, this is how I felt. I also didn't want to wake up my toddler.
Yeah, because he's crazy.
Right?
Like, you don't want to poke the bear.
Bro, you make a 5150 comment at me? That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
You threaten a psychiatric hold on me? That's crazy. Crazy behavior. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
That's
What
brutal.
if he had like a living body in there?
It was actively rotting.
No. Living.
Like he kidnapped someone.
Yes.
What if, yeah.
Like,
What if he left the door to a secret dungeon underneath the house open and then he needed time to like hide the door?
I want to know what was behind that door.
What do you think that there's now the garage door is locked to her? There's a new place in the house that
Something.
she's not allowed into.
Something. Or he bought a storage container.
All right, back over to you.